What up? I'm Dylan. This is Tabletop Roots, and today we're doing an unboxing, another unboxing. What's in the box of Mindspace? Which I think is pretty apt for right now because you can see I'm missing my face sweater. And instead, I have a mustache. That's because it is November, it is Movember, and I do, not like people don't, but I care quite a bit about the conversation of men's health, especially men's mental health, having gone through some pretty impactful mental health episodes myself. So that's why the mustache is on. For awareness, I would love to raise money. I should try to raise money. I'll put a Movember link in the comments because I did set up a page. I'm doing something with work. But if any of you see this and want to donate, I'll put up my my Movember page. And the reason it's apt for this game is there's not a ton of writing on this box. But find serenity and peace in a flood of human emotions by organizing your thoughts within your brain. Which is all I would ever like to do. Designed by Nao Shimamura, art by Julianne Griep. This is an all-play game, which I don't think I have any all-play games, but I feel like they do a lot of these small box games. Mindspace is a roll and write, which is something missing from my collection, which is honestly the main reason I wanted it. I was looking at this or Cartographers or Railroad Inc., all of those sort of roll and writes. Next Station, the Next Station London, Tokyo, Paris games. And also it can be played one player, which I think most roll and writes probably can because you just sit there and you're puzzling with yourself. I've only got Final Girl and Spirit Island as solo games right now, so this gives me something, hopefully, that I can just sit down and knock out in, it says 30 minutes. I'm hoping quicker than that. Let's get into it. Yeah. Yeah. Box feels nice. Not your standard cardboardy feel. Smooth. Feels smooth, feels nice. The artwork, great. Great so far. Achieving like just relaxing warm colors, which is what it's going for. I don't have anything this size either. It's a size I like. It's pretty good. It's very good. Easy off. What is this? Advertisements? They're not paying for that. Mindspace is a thoughtful game where players try to fit all their desires, necessities, and emotions into their brain. Sometimes it's hard to make room for everything. Preach. What we're getting in here: 5 dry erase brain boards, 5 dry erase scoreboards, 6 dry erase markers, 5 reference cards, 5 dice, 17 pursuit cards, 15 goal cards. Pretty neat and tidy rulebook. Nothing big, nothing fancy. Looks pretty to the point. I always wonder about the actual quality of the dry erase markers that come with games, just because dry erase markers can suck, and generally do suck. And you need to constantly be purchasing new ones. Yeah, I wonder. But I also don't think it's too much of an ask if you have a game that uses dry erase to just buy a pack yourself. Especially if you have a couple, because I think I do now have a couple. I have Astra, and now this. Dice. 5 different colored dices. Don't mind them. They feel like dice. They feel like dice. The colors are a bit muted too, which I think is sort of the theme. Like, this is not a bright orange or a bright pink. Even the green, though it's brighter, doesn't hurt my eyes. Feel good? Good to roll? I'm going to roll. What am I going to roll? 2, 3, 3, 5, 6. And something. Pretty much none of that. So maybe I was seeing the opposite. If you flip them to their opposite sides, right? 4s turn into 3s. 5s turns into 2s. 1 turns into 6s. And the 5, 2, 3, 3. Anyway. Great dice. Feel good. They don't listen. Because it's a mindful game about hopefully relaxing and finding peace in here. I've got my coziest sweater on. That didn't work. The thing about recording these unboxes is something like that happens. Like, that's such a simple task, and it just didn't go. Shape preference. The game plays 1 to 5 players, which is exactly the amount of subscribers I'd like to get from this video. 1 to 5. So please subscribe or like or comment, because that's the type of stuff I need. So these are some sort of player aids, shape reference for those 1 to 5 players. There's reminders here on the back. We won't get into that right now, because I'll talk about the game and how it works as we get into it. Solo rules. Love when they've got that for you. Hopefully the game still works good, but obviously they've put some effort into it. It's not like play this alone. It's like, here's a way that this will be better if you're playing it by yourself. There are different goals that you can go for. These are all C, these are all B, these are all A. These are going to be goals you're going for while you're playing. Here are your shapes. Ooh, polyomino shapes. Which are used quite a bit in board games, but I have steered away from just getting polyomino games for whatever reason. These are okay. Kind of feel gross, but it's because they're dry erasey scoreboards. All the same. A little bit more understanding for you on the back. Orange is your friendship. Purple are your hobbies. Green, your finances. Pink, your romance. And lastly, blue, your self-improvement, which always is in the negative. for some reason. These are double-sided, A and B, slightly different. So it's not always the same game. What you do while playing this is you're gonna have a couple of these up here. I think it's 5. Like that. The rest of the deck will be here. And I don't know if you start with one here. Eventually, you'll be flipping over the last one and putting it here. So maybe let's just do that. Meow. You roll all these dice. And then you'll put them out going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. And now everybody, oh no, throwing dirt. This is the opposite of peaceful mindfulness here. This is a ball of terror and destruction. And her favorite food's plastic. Okay, say goodbye. Now that we have... That was so fast. Cut the... Alright, Winona, give me a couple of minutes. We'll finish this up. And now everybody on their boards will pick which color they want to be. Tell you, hold a cat. Not which color they want to be. Everybody will pick which color they want to add to their board. So if you're adding green, you're doing this shape. If you're adding purple or pink, this shape, blue, this shape, orange, that shape. So if you're adding this shape, let's say orange, you put it somewhere. You can go wherever you want to start. After that, you need to connect to an already drawn shape. So I could go here because you can manipulate that shape whichever way you want. So I've drawn this orange shape here. And while you're doing that, you're working away on goals, each of these scorings. For orange, friendship. The more time you spend with friends, the better. Every time you draw an orange shape, cross off the leftmost box in the orange section of your scoreboard. Boop. End of game. Score points equal to the leftmost number not crossed off. So I've got 1, I'm getting 3, and so on and so forth. There's also points for filling up these bigger squares or sections, and a lot of other bonuses and things to work on that come from these goal cards. You'll select 1 from A, 1 from B, 1 from C. After everybody has done that, picked a shape and drawn it, flip this over, move these down, roll the dice, and then go again. And that's that. I haven't played it, so I can't talk too much about how that actually works, how fun it is or isn't, how peaceful it is or isn't. But this works really well. Like, that came off super easily. They're a little, like, almost gross, shiny. Like, it looks like they're wrapped in plastic, but they're supposed to be dry erase. So as long as that stays good, I think that's fine. It's pretty. It looks nice on the table. The pens are nothing special. Didn't think they would be. Other baggies. I'm guessing you could go sort of shape cards and goal cards. I don't know if I even want to keep these. Let's see how this all goes back. Here are those solo rules in case you're interested. It's just you'll lose some goals if you don't reach them in time. Hello, Winona. Hello again, Winona. I just prefer not to have things in bags if I don't need them. Obviously, if it's going to help keep things organized. That's really annoying if you just make this the smidgiest of smidges bigger. That's okay. How messy is this gonna get if I don't go? That's pretty snug. Not incredibly snug. Man, people are probably screaming at how this is going back right now. But I don't think that's terrible for me not having to use these baggies in here. Maybe the dice can go in a baggie so they don't bang around. Perfect. That's pretty neat. Neat as in tidy, not neat as in cool. I'm not saying it's not cool. Just saying that's not what I meant. The box does feel great. That's an unboxing of my Mindspace, not MySpace. MySpace is dead. Long ago. But Mindspace is just arriving.